Ripple put to the test its synchronized settlement between the USD and the Great British Crown's real-time gross settlement systems. And do you know what else? It was successful. I really don't understand that. Surprisingly enough, it was effective. Is it correct that the design philosophy of central bank digital currencies was inspired by this? What developments might we expect to observe in parliamentary deliberations by the year 2025? Ripple provided its evidence to the parliament. The committees convened to consider the possibility of XRP being used as a national infrastructure. Indeed, those precise words were spoken. XRP's status as a possible national infrastructure component. I have had a number of lengthy conversations with the Economy Secretary of the United Kingdom at the high-level talks that have taken place recently. It is most likely our rate that is located just here, in my opinion. I believe it is necessary for us to stop doing this. Yes, you are correct. I had a meeting with Lucy Ribby, who is the Secretary of the UK. Ripple is advocating for the elimination of all of these regulations. You people should listen to the first video of the day, which discusses the White House connection and the events that are currently unfolding over there. Things are beginning to become very heated. This piece of writing discusses the Parliament of the United Kingdom. Let's begin with that then. Therefore, it is correct that Ripple purchased Palisade, a UK-based institutional wallet and vault provider. It was only just lately that Palisade made this announcement, and you are well aware of the subject I am referring about. All right, this leads to an increase in the custody for the institutional inflows from the United States to the United Kingdom. It is time for us to discuss the banking license. Ripple currently possesses a license TH that is valid in a number of important jurisdictions. They are establishing their brand as a settlement bank that serves the entire world. The coronation in the United States will take place in the United Kingdom in the year 2025. It will be attended by White House advisors and UK regulators. Friends, this situation is far from typical. There are none other than this. It is only when cryptocurrency businesses are having an impact on policy at the most elevated level conceivable that they will be able to convince central banks and governments to attend their conferences. Is it correct that you are the person in charge of the community signal for the United Kingdom's ISO 2022 hub? Ripple is situated at the point of junction where the United Kingdom is becoming the next hub for next-generation financial messaging. This has nothing to do with speculation. This pertains to the subject of infrastructure. While remaining under the radar, Ripple is in the process of reconstructing the plumbing of international finance as well as the relationship between the United States and the United Kingdom. It has merely substantiated it. As a result, when you zoom out on this image, it becomes much easier to see the details. Ripple has become firmly established, as well as American policy, British regulations, European banking rails, financial hubs in the Middle East, the tokenization network, stablecoin corridors, and now a regulatory framework that is a collaboration between the United States and the United Kingdom. The two locations are being linked together by the positioning of XRP and RLUSD as your liquidity layer. This story does not revolve on a bull market. This is not something that will occur, but it is possible that it will happen. This is the situation at hand. This is a change that is now taking place in the geopolitical landscape, and it concerns the movement of money across international borders. And Ripple, who are at the very heart of everything you see around you. This is the moment you have been waiting for if you own XRP tokens or if you know. This is the proclamation that completely transforms everything. Your monitor displays it. Ripple is in the process of becoming a bank. This is something that we are all aware of. The government is the only thing that we are waiting for at this point in time in order for it to make a statement or provide some sort of feedback about those documents. Therefore, take into consideration what Ripple currently possesses, all right? A full banking license in the United Kingdom, a banking license in Singapore, a banking license in Ireland, and a United States banking license that is now under review. It was expected that it would be approved in the month of October, but then the government of the United States announced that they were going to shut down Ripple's direct access to payment rails, central bank systems, settlement corridors, institutional liquidity, foreign exchange markets, and regulatory privileges, which are often reserved for banks, are all brought about by this strategic decision. This Ripple is not the same as the one from 2020. I have been working in this industry since 2017, and I can say with certainty that this is not the same Ripple. This is a regulated, worldwide financial organization that has the capability to transfer funds without the need for a middleman and also offers XRP. XRP in the first place becomes the bridge asset that is plugged right into bank and trains. That is pretty evident. Scaling cross-border payments from the trillions to the quadrillions is done in this manner. You can access the Swift slows by doing this. This is how XRP becomes the grease of global liquidity, which brings us to the topic of this post. The United Kingdom has become the focal point of the colonization over the Atlantic Ocean. You are able to view the article. Ripple considers this US-UK project to be a much larger undertaking, a roadmap for global rules regarding cryptocurrency. And they are correct in their assertion. For a long time, the United Kingdom has served as the financial link between North America and Europe. Ripple has become so thoroughly integrated at this point that it is becoming the central point of focus for the blockchain settlement of the USD to Great British Prime. Picture for a moment how this would appear. A seller in the United Kingdom is compensated by a US-based business. It only takes a matter of seconds for the transaction to finalize. It is that neutral bridging asset which XRP functions as. Reliable and stable collateral is what RLUSD is. There will be no rapid turnaround times, no involvement of correspondent banks, and no delays lasting several days. It is immediate, it is clear, and it is not constrained by any borders. Ripple is in the process of transforming the United Kingdom into the first fully crypto-enabled financial center in the world. They are not willing to cooperate in this country. They are putting up a fight in their place. This provides you with a complete and thorough explanation of the direction that the future is moving in, which brings us to this point as we discover that Ripple is growing its network, which includes the networks of UK banks. It is at this point in the text that Ripple's long-term strategy becomes rather apparent, and thus I am going to continue reading. In 2025, Ripple did not simply materialize out of nowhere. They devoted a significant amount of time to the construction of an embedded financial network in the United Kingdom. Take a look at every single one of the participating partners. Santander, which is located in the United Kingdom right there, Ripple's is used to make payments from the United States to the United Kingdom on our behalf. You need to speak with the person who is using XRP liquidity for foreign exchange settlements and is transferring money instantaneously between the European Union and the United Kingdom. You are the clear connection that links Ripple payments to the Eurorails and the Great BR, a video sharing platform where users can upload and view content created by other users. Hello, everybody. It is wonderful to have you all back here with us at the event. The United States and the United Kingdom have just undertaken a concerted action in the world of cryptocurrency that will have the direct effect of elevating XRP to the heart of the transatlantic finance industry. At this point in time, not a single person has yet realized what this means or even what it is. This headline does not read as follows: Ripple is at the center of this change in the way that money is moving throughout the world. Stick with me until the very finish. As always, guys, you are on the verge of being absolutely astounded as soon as you actually come to a genuine understanding of what is going on behind the scenes. Can you do me a favor? Press the button to give that a thumbs up. The most effective method of providing support to the channel is through this. We are going to begin this endeavor in September of 2025. In order to do this, I need each and every one of you to be supportive by going ahead and hitting the like button. The more likes we receive, the more that YouTube will push out that content. The media paid very little attention to the momentous event that was started. It is quite curious to me that the United States and the United Kingdom together established a cryptocurrency regulatory sandbox, which is a united framework for the purpose of testing stablecoins. This is the very first time that these two G7 countries have aligned themselves with financial regulations in order to expedite the adoption of blockchain technology and to publicly collaborate for the first time on digital asset infrastructure. This collaboration is occurring in conjunction with tokenization systems and cross-border payment technology. You are correct in saying that. However, the reason that this is of the utmost importance is the following. Were they not merely a slide? Ripple? Their names were not only being mentioned by someone on the board, they were sitting at the table next to each other. Take a look at this arrangement. Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor of the Exchequer in the United Kingdom, was present. You had the Secretary of the Treasury for the United States. The best net belongs to Mr. Scott. You are correct in saying that. Coinbase was present in Circle City, as was Barclays. Little old Ripple was just sitting there right in the middle of all of them. Let the people know that this invitation was not extended to Ripple by accident. They were present due to RLUSD and XRP. Those two assets are already being positioned as the bridge layer for